CTV News, Vancouver Island Report.
Good evening. Thank you for being here. Another difficult week is unfolding for BC Ferries with more delays for passengers between Comox and Powell River. The ferry service has been shuffling vessels around the mid-island since the Queen of Burnaby broke down a week ago. That led to a major backlog on both sides that even resulted in flights being ordered. CTV's Gord Kurbis shows us tonight the problems today weren't caused by new mechanical difficulties, but a wave of angry people.
They're standing defiantly on the loading ramp of a BC ferry. A small group of protesters are trying their best to send a message to those in power that they're fed up.
We're blocking the ramp for 10-15 minutes. We're not wanting to actually mess up the real passengers too much.
With RCMP keeping a watchful eye, a handful of protesters from TEXADA Island are preventing the motor vessel TEXADA from loading for the 920 sailing off the island.
When things break down, let's get out the old glue and fix something up. This is not the way to run a ferry service. This is our highway, and we want to be respected for that.
The vessel that normally services the TEXADA to Powell River route is the North Island Princess. That ship has been reallocated to the Powell River to Comox run to replace a broken vessel there. Now people on the island are upset that their backup vessel, the TEXADA, is also helping out on that route to Comox for a large portion of the day. Those living on the island say they're getting shafted.
We don't mind giving you our normal boat, and getting a smaller one is fine, but then when you take that one away again and give us a water taxi for an island that is mainly industrial and crews going back and forth, and doesn't work out very well.
We certainly hear the voices of the TEXADA Island residents. We've had lots of calls and whatnot over the weekend. What we are trying to do is provide the best possible service we can while the Queen of Burnaby is out of service.
Even with two smaller vessels working the Comox to Powell River route, the capacity is less than what people are normally accustomed to. To make up for it, BC Ferries has also added air flights between Comox and Powell River to the tune of $3,800 per day. Those living on TEXADA acknowledge BC Ferries is doing everything it can for those in Powell River and Comox, but say they're being left high and dry.
When ferries break down elsewhere, what do? They take our ferry that we've been using and accustomed to, and we're the ones that are left holding the bag.
Following a short protest on TEXADA, the TEXADA is allowed to continue towards Powell River. Once the vessel docks in Powell River, a second protest is undertaken.
Well, certainly customers have a right to voice their concerns. Our concern is if it does impact service. Unfortunately, the vessel was delayed 25 minutes this morning as a result of the protest.
BC Ferries is hoping to have the mid-island vessels back into their normal operation by the end of this week. Gord Kurbis, CTV News, Powell River.